Hi everyone. In this example, we'll be looking at comma splices and conjunctions on the SAT writing section. This is question number 14 taken from practice test number 5 of the writing section, and it says, "Luckily, the tower survived, and its tilt has made it an Italian icon. It attracts visitors from all over who flock to Pisa to see one of the greatest architectural weirdnesses in the world." So this question we're focusing on number 14, and the underlined phrase, as you can see, is icon, comma, it attracts. So the one thing I wrote down below is that you need to know what a comma splice is in order to answer a question like this. And specifically, a comma splice is where you place a comma between two independent clauses. And the reason why this is incorrect is because when you have two independent clauses, you have to separate them with either a period, a comma, and a dependent clause, or a full-on semicolon. And in this case, we don't have that. If we reread this sentence, we'll see that we have the independent phrase, "Luckily the tower survived and its tilt has made it an Italian icon." And then right after that, we have, "It attracts visitors from all over who flock to Pisa." So essentially, as you can see, we have two independent clauses, two phrases which stand by themselves and are actual sentences. And so when you have a scenario like this, you need to either separate them with, as I said, a comma and a conjunction, or two semicolons, or just a semicolon. So let's look at the choices. We can't keep choice A, as we said, because that simply uses a comma. I'm going to skip choice B for now and look at choice C. In this, we replace "it attracts" with "it's attracting." But if we think about this, "it's attracting" doesn't actually change it being an independent clause. "It's attracting visitors from all over who flock to Pisa" is still an independent clause. Now, if we look at choice D, we have icon and we have the semicolon "attracting." But if we look at this, if we have only the second part of the sentence, we have "attracting visitors from all over who flock to Pisa." Now this becomes a dependent clause, which means that we're separating an independent clause and a dependent clause with a semicolon, and that's not correct. Now if we look at choice B, on the other hand, we have icon, comma, attracting. In this case, now we have an independent clause at the start, and we have "attracting visitors from all over who flock to Pisa." That's obviously a dependent clause. And in this case, we have something correct. We have a comma linking an independent clause and a dependent clause, and the sentence is able to stand on its own. Therefore, B is the correct answer to this question.